on this episode of Rogue Renegades. Yo, what's going on? It's your girl, Kelly Kells. I'm with my bestie, Moni Moan.
Behind the camera and also in front of the camera.
Today, we are at Diver Supply Marietta, and we're getting geared up. So come on. You guys remember that first episode where we said we were going to show you how to get geared up? First off, in order to dive, you got to have the gear. So I actually have some gear behind me. I'll show you guys how to set that stuff up a little bit later. Well, in the excitement of the dive, we completely forgot to go through the step-by-step process. On today's episode of Geared Up, we're gonna go through an in-depth detail of how you set up your scuba diving gear and get prepared for your dive.
And we're also gonna show you guys some of the important skills we as divers have to train and practice on before we go out for a real dive. So let's get geared up.
SCUBA stands for Self-Contained Underwater Breathing Apparatus. Your gear is essential to keeping you alive while doing this amazing sport. So let's begin with the basics. You will need these 3 essentials: a cylinder or air tank, a BCD, buoyancy control device, and a regulator.
First, visually inspect your tank. Facing the open face valve on the tank, check the O-ring. The O-ring is a piece of rubber that makes an airtight seal between the regulator and the tank. Your O-ring shouldn't be damaged. If it is, replace it before setting up the rest of your gear.
Take your tank over to the place where you want it to be set up. Make sure you have enough space and that you're comfortable. Every diver sets up their gear according to their own preference. Allow them to focus. Next, slide your BCD down onto the tank. Make sure to align the open face valve of your tank with the collar of your BCD. Secure your BCD to the tank by tightening the tank band. Be sure that it fits snug. Otherwise, it can come undone when you're underwater.
Now let's attach the regulator. Remove the dust cap by loosening the yoke screw. Position the regulator with the open face valve and secure the regulator to the tank. Find your air sources and drape them over the right shoulder of your BCD. Find your low pressure inflator hose and submersible pressure gauge or your SPG. Then attach the low pressure inflator hose to your BCD. You should hear a click. After you hear the click, you can gently tighten to secure.
Now that you've assembled your gear, let's test it. When opening the tank valve, make sure that it's turned away from your face. Gradually open your tank valve, and once you hear the air enter the lines of your gear, you can open your tank valve all the way. Now check your airflow. Place the mouthpiece of your regulator in your mouth. While looking at the SPG, take a few breaths. Did your needle on the SPG move? Is it steady? Great. If not, you'll need to troubleshoot it before diving. Repeat the same step with your octopus or your secondary air source.
Turn off your air. Secure your scuba gear by either laying it down flat on the ground or attaching it to the platform with a bungee cord. And move on to the rest of your gear. Inspect your mask. Make sure you have no cracks in the window and no damage to the rubber seams.
Inspect your snorkel and attach it to the mask. Your snorkel should always be on the opposite side of your regulator.
Apply your defog. As you descend, your mask can fog up so easily, so make sure you use the defog.
Next, grab your weights. To help you stay down when diving, we use weights. The weights are specific to your body weight. If your BCD is integrated, you can add your weights to the weight pockets. Because we're here at a dive shop, I'll just add mine just before we get in the water. This will allow me to do a buoyancy check at the surface one final time before I descend.
Complete a buddy check. Diving is exciting. Sometimes we may forget a step or assemble our gear incorrectly. It's better for your buddy to spot an issue before you get in the water.
Finally, grab your fins
and hit the deck.
Hey.
One of the most common methods for equalizing is to gently pinch your nose and exhale. You will notice the pressure being released out of your ears.
When you're scuba diving, it's important to be able to communicate with your dive buddy. Unlike at the surface, we can't speak to each other. So it's important that you use and practice scuba diving sign language. You watch me, okay? This is probably one of the most important scuba diving skills every diver should know how to do. You first need to remove your mask. This is important because at any given time, your mask can come off your face. If your mask comes off underwater, no worries. We can just simply clear the mask underwater. Gently slide your mask down over your head. Next, take your 2 index fingers and press against the top frame of the mask. While looking up, exhale out of your nose. This should clear any excess water out of your mask. If it doesn't, do it again. There may be a time when your regulator comes dislodged from your mouth. If this happens, whatever you do, don't panic. As your regulator comes dislodged from your mouth, continue to exhale a slow, steady stream of bubbles. Then drop your right shoulder and do a large, clean sweep with your right arm. Using the opposite hand, walk your fingers along your arm until you find where your regulator is. Grab it and place it in your mouth and make sure you hit the purge valve. Make sure to give your buddy the okay signal once you're good. Whenever you're practicing your buoyancy, make sure to extend your body parallel to the ground. This helps you streamline your body profile in the water. Kick utilizing your thighs, not your knees. This will prevent you from kicking up extra sediment or silt or knocking into any marine life. So now you see just how many intricate steps are involved with scuba diving. We hope you all join us on our next episode
of Rogue Renegades. Please follow and subscribe to our YouTube and our Instagram at Rogue_Renegades.
Until next time, it's your girl Kelly Kells
and Simone Moan behind the camera
on Rogue Renegades.